How's it going, everybody? It's me, Jerry from the Peaky Blinders. Of Peaky Blinders. So we're here on the Wrestling Juggernauts for Wrestling Jesus. WJ, how's it going?
All righty. Just a little fuck you to the AEW fanboys. Little message courtesy of the Peaky Blinders now.
It's the Peaky Blinders.
I haven't done a video in like 2 months, 2.5 months, Jerry.
The Smart Busters are holding us down. That's what it is. They've actually uploaded more regularly than me and you combined the entire like 2 or 3 months. They've actually uploaded more than the two of us combined. It's just kind of funny in a way.
I had insect problems at my old apartment. I had to move out of there. Gave my 2-month notice, was living at my dad's for 2 months, was looking for new apartment. The wrestling cat died and all this too, Jerry. Rest in peace to the wrestling cat.
Rest in peace.
And now I'm back, Jerry, in my new place. I'm back to talk about wrestling on Facebook there, I guess. That righty in the house there, Bill McPoopy Pants.
Hello.
Such a righty name.
That's him.
So, but yeah, I was gonna say, I actually can't believe, like, the two of you are here, all right? I can't believe it. Anyway, so I was gonna say, I actually had the unfortunate problem of watching AEW. I think you probably may have seen the results, Righty, in WJ. Trust me, it was absolutely shit. And I'm not like, usually like I kind of like in my videos go, hey, like all this kind of, and like I generally was completely bored of that show. It's so fucking shit.
Yeah, I still haven't watched a single episode of that yet. I probably should, because we're sort of making videos again.
Sort of making videos. You've uploaded more than me and Dublin J in the last 2 months, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, should watch an episode just to see what all the hullabaloo, what's the word? Hullabaloo? What all the hullabaloo is about.
Apparently the last one is very bad.
Yeah.
I didn't see it because I don't have cable right now there, but I can watch some WWE shows on the YouTube there. I can watch free pay-per-views and stuff there. So, but the AEW, nobody wants to upload it. Are they protecting the ratings, Jerry? Even though they had a 1-year anniversary show, can't even get 1 million views. The next big thing, it's not a big thing there. It's a little thing there. Little penis there. That's what it is, bro.
Oh fuck. There was like I don't know if you've seen, but like reporters. So this is how bad it's gotten. So Big Papa Tony Khan's actually like giving free shit away to like these reporters. So a lot of people didn't believe me and stuff. Like whenever I upload the video today, like there was this one guy, this fucking virgin, who was just like, I don't believe you, and this is fake, like all this fake shit, whatever. There's an actual picture of this like internet reviewer who like got like a free gift from AEW, and they says, hope you enjoy the show, pretty much saying, hope you give us a good review. And then they apparently gave us like box with like champagne in it and like stuff inside it, and we're just handed out to these virgins. And then these virgins were like, oh my god, AEW loved me. So then they start giving out good reviews. So if you actually watch, like if you type in AEW Dynamite, the date and review, legit, I am the only one that gave it a negative review. All the rest are completely positive. Like even JD from New York gave it a good review because he probably got paid off. Like a whole lot of these guys got paid off.
He sucks them off like hardcore, damn, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they're giving Wrestling Otaku any free stuff because he's a big fan of theirs.
Yeah, you think they would give him some free shit, like?
Yeah, like I don't know, $350. He's a large man, General Jerry.
He's dedicated, like he's a dedicated man. That man, like.
Oh yeah, he loves him some AEW.
I actually got a comment literally today. It was like, Otaku's not gonna like this.
Oh, he's definitely gonna make a video about your review, Jerry, because you got some subscribers, so he's gonna make a video with your name in the title and hope that some of them watched.
God. That's right. Welcome back. I knew that was gonna happen anyway, because Nah,
he's a good guy.
I actually don't think he's that bad as well. Everyone thinks that he's
Listen, as far as I love Otaku. As far as kid diddlers go, I think he's probably the best one out there. What?
Kid diddlers.
No, but as far as they go, he's pretty nice.
I don't think he actually did it, though, did he? I don't think it's that.
I don't think he ever touched a child, but he definitely goes up to the product fucking children. I think we have on our old Smarkbusters YouTube channel. We read his fan fiction that he wrote, where a 15-year-old child gets raped in the ass, and the person who does the raping is the hero of the story. He's not the bad guy. And at the end of the story,
these guys are fucking retarded. That's right, these people.
But at the end of the story, the rapist and the rapee get together, and they become a loving couple. But I'm sure that's all coincidental that everyone involved is underage. I'm sure that's just coincidence.
Oh fuck! You see, I didn't realize that. That's it's pretty bad.
No, but he's a good guy, though, Jerry. Aside from that, he's a good guy.
Apart from diddling, apart from the fan fiction of 15-year-olds, he's all right.
But it would be so much easier to hate him if everyone else who hated him wasn't a fucking bag of shit too. And then that fucking asshole who was doing those fucking cornball interviews with everyone, and he's making videos on Otaku. It's well, of course I'm going to side with Otaku here because at least Otaku's not a fucking cornball.
Who was
that guy's name?
I think I know who you're talking about.
He was doing these fucking shitty interviews with boring people like Calamania. He's talking about how Calamania, let's go through the history of you on YouTube. It's shut up.
The NXP guy or whatever.
Yeah, he gets 20 views on everything, and he's interviewing people who get 20 views on everything, and they're talking about each other like they're all awesome. Shut up.
I like that. I actually like the Dan XP guy.
That doesn't count. You like everybody.
I know. Yeah, I know. But
we have a running gag actually in the group that I do the hangouts and stuff with, where it's you'll be fuck the YWC, everyone's retarded, and then we'll go, yeah, Jerry, just like Dan. Well, actually, I like Dan. Well, okay, well, what about Otaku? Yeah, well, I kind of like Otaku, but everyone else sucks. Well, what about Danielson? I kind of like Danielson.
No, Danielson, is kind of on the, keep him at a safe distance.
What's a safe distance? How far is that?
Very far away. How long we're talking?
So I'm doing all the talking again. I apologize. Go ahead.
I don't like Sean's who don't there's a lot of Jason was kind of acting a wee bit weird recently. I got a run this is typical me. I literally was sitting, this was 11 at night. I got a call from Jason. Jason was like, Jerry, how are you, boy? I'm like, I'm doing all right, Jason. How are you? He goes, Jerry, would you fight me? And I went, what? And he's like, would you not fight me in a boxing match, Jerry? Would you not fight me? And I was like, why? And he's like, I think it'd be dead funny. People would laugh at it, wouldn't they? I was like, you're challenging me to a fight, Jason? And he was like, yeah, you're just scared of me. And this is 11 at night. And I'm like, what? I was like, Jason, when was the last time you were in the gym? And he was just like, I don't know. I was like, Jason, you have to fight someone that you don't like. I was like, you like me, right? And he's like, yeah, I like you, Jerry. So why are you fighting me? I don't know. Who should I call out, Jerry? It's 11 at night.
Irish people are fucking weird.
They fucking are. It's a free state. It's a free state, mate. See, fucking them Southerners are fucking mental. I swear to God.
I love Jason though. He's a great guy.
I love Jason as well, man. But like, he changes his channel more than the prostitute Snickers. He literally he just changed it. Like he literally called me the other day. He goes, Jerry. I was like, yeah. What's happening, mate? And he goes, I'm gonna be a food reviewer now. I'm sick of the trolls. I'm not dealing with them. I was like, right, okay, no problem.
Why is he calling you and telling you this?
Yeah, I know. And then he literally today goes, Jerry, it's my birthday. Can you do a video for me? I was like, yeah, sure, mate. Happy birthday, mate. So I did like a happy birthday. And then literally he just changed his channel back to Jason's situation again. he just, I don't know, man.
Whatever he does, he's a fucking rock star as far as I'm concerned.
My whole thing with the YWC is that I don't like the walk cultures. I just think that they're just fake, cornball, phony fucking assholes. And I don't like JD. I think he's just a complete I don't like Sean Zhu. Like that whole kind of, you know, like not, I don't want to sound like, oh, beat the man, you know, that kind of cringy bullshit. But like, I don't like this kind of, like, it's like fake. It's like Bruce Blitz, but even faker. Like,
they're
you
like
know what I mean?
CNN. They're all like CNN against McMahon or whatever to prop up some second-rate homosexual organization, Jerry. It is what it is there.
Yeah. Like, that's the thing with me. Like, with kind of some of the weirdo YWC people, with lack of the better term, I get along with them more than I would probably the, like, I wouldn't even say top tier, but you know what I mean? Like, that's the whole thing about that. So,
like, it's okay to bash WWE if they suck and stuff like that or whatever. But, like, recently Meltzer was saying that the AEW wrestlers, they're blaming McMahon for them catching corona. They hung out with WWE wrestlers, so it's WWE's fault that AEW has corona case. Like, it's too much.
Yeah.
They're crossing the line. You know what I mean? When you're inventing stuff, they're fake news to try to ruin somebody's business and shit like this. It's like wrong, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you want to say WWE sucks, they're a bunch of cocksucker or something like that. But when you're making up lies about them there to try to ruin the image and stuff like that, then it's, you know.
But I hope that answers your question, Righty, that I said there before. Like, I don't like the thing is that I don't. Oh, by the way, we added your like joke in. By the way, the podcast, you know, the like thing. So we added that in. But to answer your question, like, you know, there's people that I generally like. I actually quite like him and stuff like that. There's like certain people like Walk Culture and JD from New York. I just think that they're fake, and I feel like they're like more of like not like. I hate this whole kind of sense of community, but they kind of make the whole thing fucking worse.
They just tell these goofs what they want to hear to make money, like Meltzer. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to make money off the indie psychopaths or whatever. He just fucking says what these idiots want to hear there. You know? Kenny Omega is the best, and he's not the best. He's fucking super cringy, for fuck's sake.
He makes me fucking sick when he just points at people. Man. Stupid anime faces.
Fuck. Today I was looking on Twitter. Like, it was apparently it's Kenny Omega's birthday, and people were putting stuff on there, and somebody drew like a fucking anime style comic You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it had like Kenny Omega in it, but he was made to look like a Chinese or Japanese anime kind of look, and it just felt icky there. You know what I mean?
Cringy. Do you know about his fucking gay gimmick he had in Japan, where him and this other guy were lovers?
The Golden Lovers or something
horrible.
like this. I never seen any of it, but I heard about it.
It's so horrible.
Apparently, it's very heartwarming, those two together there.
That's what everyone says. Yeah, it's long-term storytelling at its finest, apparently.
I read that today, how AEW, WWE, it's bad storytelling. Apparently now WWE, in order for them to have a basic wrestling story, it has to be done like you know, like Star Wars fanboys and fucking comic book geeks. They freak out if if there's a problem of some sort. Well, apparently the AEW fans, they're holding WWE to this kind of standard now, where the stories have to make perfect sense and stuff like this, and apparently it doesn't, and it's not up to par for these fans, these retard people in their mother's basement who never leave the house to go anywhere. Even when there's no corona, they never had sex before. And, you know, you have to fucking live up to their standard of what is a story. And McMahon, he made $1 billion with wrestling, but he doesn't know what works.
Yeah, I thought the first wrestling match I saw in like fucking 3 years was the Uso and Roman Reigns match. I thought that was pretty good as far as storylines go. But I guess was that good enough?
Apparently it's not. It's not good enough to that kind of standard or whatever. And AEW, they hit the standard, boy. And not only that, I read today there, like you just said, stuff like this. I've been reading this for months there, but today somebody wrote, it's masterful storytelling.
I was about to poke all over the screen as well, and I see some of that
stuff like this, man. And my question is, where's the story? There's none. There's no story. And according to them, they're the elegant breakup of the Elite. It's an ongoing, amazing story. Their storylines are amazing. Okay. And what has been this story? Kenny Omega and the Hangman. This guy reminds me of Chris Benoit when I look at him. Sometimes the way he's placed, I see like a Benoit minus the talent or whatever. But it's Kenny and this guy. They're a tag team for way too long. And that's it there. And then the guy was drinking beer like James Storm, and he was moody. The Hangman was moody. Like this, drinking beer. I don't want to hang out with you guys. I don't want to go in the ring with you. And the Young Bucks, come on, Hangman. Come in the ring, bro. No.
You just know Dave Meltzer was crying his eyes out watching this.
And a couple of times, Kenny Omega run to the back to save his friend Nakazawa or whatever. Just ran very awkwardly to the back a few times. This was dropped, I guess. I think this was a Pac thing because of Corona. I guess the whole Kenny and Pac having sex with Nakazawa didn't eventually happen. The long-term build didn't get to reach its climax or whatever backstage there. But this was it. One guy was moody. Eventually, they lose the belt. The team breaks up, but they don't fight each other. Nothing happens. Okay. Oh, you guys were conditioned that a tag team has to break up. That's what AEW fans say. No, but where's the payoff or whatever? Where's, like, you're going to wait 6 months to start the feud between the two? You do the feud now when you lose the belt. You know, it's classic there. Yeah, oh, fuck. Now, then they fight because they're apparently mad. You don't wait 6 months down the road because you're just wasting a shitload of time for a match that doesn't even matter, quite frankly, there. So this was it. The two guys, they wrestled. One guy drinks. He's moody. This is over a year there. You know, they bumped each other a few times in the match. Did you hit me on purpose or not? That's it. And then the team loses the belt and they're not friends anymore, but they didn't fight or nothing. Nothing happened. And the Young Bucks just randomly turned heel 3-4 weeks ago. That's it, over a year. And apparently, according to them, all of this garbage, trash, is apparently a beautiful long-term story of some sort that's elegant and dazzling, and it's so amazing there. But really, there's nothing. There's nothing there. You know what I mean? There's no story. What other fucking story do they have? Cody Rhodes coming out thinking he's actually somebody every week with his shitty, goofy music and his cheap promo or whatever.
He's such a
Papa loved me and he would have loved this company. No, who cares? Fuck, shut the fuck up, man. Every week is the same thing. Let's see. How much are they going to milk a dead guy for a fucking Muslim guys federation there?
And you know, Dusty Rhodes would not have approved of Cody's black wife.
Fuck back over there. That's how it is. Fuck, you know.
It was just, I don't know, man. I actually seen his match and it was actually abysmal. Like he like walked out. He dyed his hair again. Blonde
what's this? He died. No, sorry to cut you off there. Yeah. I've been waiting 2 months to bash these fucking gay fucks there. But, he has that blonde hair. Like I've seen some people say it's to try to make himself look Japanese kind of deal there. That's kind of what he did with that, right? The blonde hair there. And he dyes it black. He comes out fucking like people were saying they're looking emo, looking weird. He was aggressive. Or it was a new Cody Rhodes. And then he dyes the hair back 2 weeks later. What the fuck is that? Since when would you see that in WWE? Something like this. Somebody with a brand new look and 2 weeks later that looks too gay, and then changes it right back.
It looks too gay.
A little while. Huh?
And what about his neck tattoo that he has? It's horrible. It looks like they drew it on with Sharpie.
Yeah,
it does look bad. Like
it's horrible. I don't know why anybody takes this serious. And he has a post on Twitter today. The THE capital letter D belt in wrestling, and it's his little fucking TNT retard belt.
It looks terrible. It still looks awful. It still looks absolutely awful.
D belt in all of wrestling. He claims it's the biggest one now there.
Nobody's
over their own world title. That's how amateur they are, this company there. The guy telling people his belt is bigger than the main one or whatever.
No little kid is going to want to buy a toy fucking TNT belt to play with.
TNT belt, it sounds fucking puppet enough, there, fuck.
He is the epitome of a guy who's a mark for himself. It's humiliating. It's really awkward to fucking really look at what he had to invent, like he couldn't get over at all for like fucking 35 years. So he just has to create his own company to make himself seem cool when he's the same nerd he's always been.
And Ring of Honor, he was never good either. Like in Ring of Honor New Japan, like they all hated him. Like this thing, like like in New Japan Pro Wrestling, they actually did not like him. Like he did not get over in New Japan or Ring of Honor. Like they did not like him.
They all did the same thing in Japan. They all went in the same Bullet Club group. Every one of them, and they're all stars there.
They just point at each other. That's all they do.
Yeah,
what is that stupid point they all do? It's so gay, and they all wear those stupid anime clothes. Die already.
They all do the same thing. They go to Japan in the same group that somebody else did first or whatever. Finn Balor, I think, created the group or something.
Yeah.
And then they all ripped off the same shit. And then they just, apparently they're all main eventers and we're supposed to like them because they were in Japan. How about fuck off? Yeah. That's not good enough to be called a star, that, you fucking delusional gay fucks. Fuck.
You're on a roll tonight.
Good, Jay. Fuck's sake.
Delusional gay fuck.
I actually hope we can like take this like actual episode and like put it on like a random channel or something. I hope we can like download it or something
You
like
gotta
that.
get
Put it on your
here with
YouTube.
Johnny on YouTube. I need to fucking see that again.
Man,
When we got Yanni to admit that he was banging trannies, we need that on YouTube.
Oh, fuck, man.
speaking of Yanni, right? I swear to God, this is how fucking life hates me. Literally was on the I was on PlayStation 5, and then literally like we had like his page and stuff, so we're there like every day playing Grand Theft Auto and stuff because it's lockdown. And Yanni's just there. He never comments or writes anything or anything like that. And then like this like PlayStation update, and they made Yanni the owner, and immediately it said Yanni is now the owner. Everyone left, and everyone just like deserted the entire thing. But it's just, oh fuck, Yanni's just, I don't know. I told him not to come back. Like I told him not to come back. I was like,
He's
like
gonna be back one of these days, Jerry. They all come back.
yeah, no, like fucking syphilis. It's just like, you know, it's like they always come back, you know. But
He's a good guy. He's a good boy.
is he?
No.
Just I fucking hate him. I don't hate him. I don't hate him. It's just they're all fucking retarded, like, you know.
Kenny Omega, he's not the best in the world, man. Just doing a bunch of knee strike in Japan, that's not the best in the world. Just because Dave Meltzer says that, that's ridiculous, for fuck's sake.
No.
We're supposed to think that he's better than Hogan and everybody else there. Kenny Omega, come on there. Nobody even knows this guy.
I think of actually, like, this is the thing. In New Japan, like, at least he had, like, a main event card or whatever, or he was a main event. In AEW, he's been buried, like a lot. Like, nobody really, like, there's actually no good stories with him at all. Like, he's actually lowered his stock by going to AEW. And apparently the reason why, because obviously he's good friends with the Bucks or whatever the fuck, but apparently from what I've heard is that, like, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Ring of Honor do not like the Young Bucks, and that's why they're not doing, like, a cross-promotion kind of deal with AEW. But this is the thing with Kenny Omega. The worst thing Kenny Omega ever did, like, whether you want this indie shit or not, it, like, if you're going to do the indie shit, like, just do the New Japan Ring of Honor thing. Like, don't bring this here, all right? Like, you know, if you're going to do it, just do it over there. But as soon as fucking Kenny Omega moved to AEW, they've actively fucking buried him. Like, he's actually been buried. And it actually shows, but actually looking at him, that he's not that good at all. That's what the thing. Like, AEW has highlighted that he's not that good. Like, personally.
He's not a good talker. He's just a weird-looking, just weird guy. Fuck.
He's not that good.
All the clips you see of him on the internet, it's just him doing a goofy face all the time. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Why these face like this? They're with the like. He's not like a star. He's not like a real star. Like, imagine like Batista, let's say. Oh, it's pro wrestler Dave Batista and it's just Dave. You don't see this there. You know what I mean? Who the fuck is this goofball? You know what I mean? He's not a star. Fuck his finishing move, one wing angel. That's not cool. It's not even impressive.
It really is just gay sounding, the name. One wing angel.
The Tiger Driver 98. What the fuck is that? 98.
I remember all these people were saying, like, when his contract in whatever faggoty indie fed he was in ran out, and there was like so supposedly this bidding war between AEW and WWE. They're like, wherever he signs with, that's the faction that's gonna win the Wednesday night war. He's gonna be the guy.
Oh my God!
Who watches either of these shitty shows on Wednesday die?
Yeah. So maybe WWE could have taken him and presented him better. Them, you know what I mean? Not have him like that there and fucking.
They should take him and just give him a dancing gimmick.
But like at least WWE knows how to present someone. Would he click with the regular fans? I don't know there, but
the thing is with the whole thing, like especially with the viewership, is that with WWE, it's viewership and it's millions. Like the thing with this is that there's not even that much of a difference between the viewership between AEW and NXT. Like, there's not really that much of a difference. Like, 800,000, and apparently NXT was short of like 700,000, and immediately everyone's like, "That's a victory! That's a victory!" Like, it's that's like no one wins from that. Like the fact that our show
fucking losing miserably.
Yeah, it's like any other show would be annihilated. Like, would just be buried. Like. If fucking a comedy show had them types of ratings, people would just be like, "Get the fuck out of here!" Like,
what this is, it's like coming in 10th place in a race and bragging that you beat the guy in 12th place. Yeah. That's what they do. That's what they do every Wednesday or every Thursday when Dave Meltzer's Dick Boy posts the rating or whatever there. They all fucking celebrate that. 800,000 to 700. It's the same thing there. Fuck. It's just a little bit more, but it's not big number. You know what I mean? It's a cheap number. And the shows aren't good. They're beating a smaller fucking show, okay, but it's not there. It's nothing amazing. That, you know what I mean? It's not great. The show can't even get 1 million. The 1 year anniversary, all the belts on the line or whatever. They can't even fucking get 1 million. They did 1 million a few times. If they can't get 1 million again with a big show they're promoting with the belt and stuff, that means something ain't working. You know what I mean? But then they brag they beat the fucking guy in 12th place or whatever. Whoopee fucking do. Congratulations. And that's the plateau for these guys, because right now they have indie fans. They're going to suck them all the fucking way, you know what I mean? But there's also people like us that watch because it's something right now. It's the new TNA. We're watching it for material to talk about, stuff like this, you know what I mean? But at some point, those people are going to walk away and stop watching, and they're going to go down.
Yeah, there aren't enough fucking weird fat anime nerds in the country to make it, like, it's never going to get more than 800,000 of just the nerds.
So like there's lots of big fat retard nerds, but some of them are more anime only than like otaku, just without the wrestling or whatever. Then they take AEW as too gay, and these guys are jacking off to anime porn every day, you know what I mean? And they think AEW isn't tough enough for them. So it's only the nerdiest of the nerds watching it. The people with the low IQ or whatever, guys that
Yeah, I thought nerds were supposed to be smart. All these nerds are like half retarded.
Yeah.
So it's bad. It's killing the wrestling is what it's doing. AEW. It's not making it better. They're killing it. Fuck.
Yeah, we need Vinny Rue to start writing again. That's what we need.
I'd actually take Vince. I actually take Vince Russo's writing over this shit.
He would get the ratings up at least. I mean, it'd probably be trashy, but it'd be better.
It'd be way better. Fuck.
Fucking hell.
Even in TNA, what he did was better than AEW. Fuck. No offense there, but fuck.
I'll even like show you what how I don't know if you've seen it, Righty, but I actually had the unfortunate thing of watching the show. I'll run through exactly what, because I know you wanted to do this, WJ. Like,
run through it, Jerry. I'll just go fucking. I'm hearing you. I'm gonna roll some drugs, Jerry, while you keep talking there.
That's how fucking relevant this shit is. It's giving me September's results. That's how fucking bad it is.
They said they're not relevant. Fuck, they just aren't. Oh, the Orange Cassidy is over. Fuck you, a second amendment.
So
Orange Cassidy.
FTR versus Best Friends.
I heard that ended in a botch. Did you see that? Or it ended cheap or something?
Yeah, so what happened was, this is the hilarious thing about it, is that they all say this is like the pure wrestling, right? Legit, the fucking guy went to swing the belt. The referee goes like this, and falls, right? Botches the entire thing. Like, he falls accidentally, like in like a weird way. Botches it. They botch it. The entire match was actually a botch fetch, but people were like pretending that it wasn't. And they botched the entire fucking match, and then that was it. It was over. Like, that's literally all I saw. It was just 4 out of shape fucking men wrestling and just botching the entire match.
No, but it's good.
How dare you judge this great tag team wrestling, Jerry?
They're bringing tag team wrestling back, Jerry. You just don't understand, bro.
I'd fucking slap the shit out of them. Like, I swear to fuck, it's just so shite.
No, but they got fucking Tully Blanchard there, so that must be good.
This went on for fucking 25 minutes. That's the mental thing. This was like 25 minutes.
It's too long. It was too much tag team.
That's the thing, like, with it, is that I thought it was just going to be like 10 minutes, and I'm like, okay, they'll move on to something else. This would not stop. Like, it was just non-stop shite.
Listen, the Vince Russo school of writing dictates that a match should never be longer than one segment. Like, you should never go to commercial. And that's when the fucking ratings were the highest.
Yeah. I think Vince Russo was, I honestly think, I don't know if you mentioned this or not. I think I probably heard it from a video of yours, but it was like, I think the whole notion of people saying that, like, Russo booking, I think that should stop completely.
Yes. Vince Russo, he's half a genius.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Oh, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fuck, I thought I got disconnected there. Cause I just think, like, Russo is, I agree, he's like half a genius. Like, some occasions he'll he'll throw a dart and it hits the bullseye, and then sometimes he'll throw a dart and it hits the shed over in the window. You know what I mean? Like, that's like, but Russo is fucking, I don't know. I think people should fucking stop bashing the shit out of him. But anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, it had the fucking Morrow shit. I did a video on this on the fucking group. So I don't know if you've seen it or not, but I did a video on it where it's like they like hit this guy's arcade board and he got angry.
I read this, that the fans were pissed off that the storyline is dumb, that they had a story like this for Rusev there.
And the promo was awful. It was your fucking man. He was like, you hated Paul. He was a great arcade system. And then Morrow was like, you break my shit. Game over. And then that was it.
That's his catchphrase, game over? Is that really the fucking the genius that they have over there for storytelling. A guy that in every arena people were cheering for Rusev or whatever. They go there, he dyes his hair like Eminem, and he looks like a fucking guy in TNA there. Look like a fucking, like the star power he had in WWE, that's gone there. And he looks like a guy that showed up in TNA that he just didn't look like the same star he was before. You know what I mean? That's how he looked with that hair, talking about video game. And that's his catchphrase now, game over. How fucking original and clever is that? Another fine idea of the Young Bucks to come up with this there. Game over. What fucking clever people over there they got, right? And the wrestlers have more creative freedom. They should have less because a lot of them are stupid. The wrestlers.
Stupid. All of them are. We have a bunch of fucking marks writing for themselves and writing for other people. Then of course they're just going to make themselves look good and make everyone else look retarded.
So that's why, like all wrestlers, they all want to be booked as the top guy. You can't let the wrestlers decide who gets what. See, first of all, they're working for McMahon. McMahon pays these gorillas to do a job. They're not the ones who tell McMahon what to do, for fuck's sake. Without McMahon, these guys would be sucking dick at the fucking strip club for the gays there.
Oh my god.
That's where they would be after these wrestlers without
sucking dick for the gays, like
Lars Sullivan was doing that anyway.
That's where they would be, you know. But like you see that they give them creative control, and this is what you get. Rusev is the best man, which, you know, you have Rusev, a guy that was main eventing pay-per-views. He's like the second guy behind Kip Sabian, a complete fucking nobody jobber. Who the fuck is this guy? Why would Rusev, a guy that wrestled John Cena, the guy who's a Hollywood star there, John Cena, fans wanted him to beat the Hollywood star. You take Rusev, put him behind a complete fuck-all nobody as the sidekick of a nobody. That's not good storytelling.
No,
that's mongoloid is what it is. That's wasting talent. And now his big catchphrase is game over. Okay, McMahon sure treated him bad by giving him millions of dollars and making him wrestle pay-per-view main events. He was treated very bad over there. You know, even a job for his talentless wife and stuff too there. You know what I mean? She's good to talk. She was a good talker there, but you know, he had to leave so he can become Eminem there, who plays video game. Good fucking going.
You really think that was his big idea all along? Like, hey guys, Vince totally missed it with the whole Russian thing. I should have been a fucking cornball video gamer with an Eminem.
He still talks Russian? That's the weird thing. He's still talking Russian. That's the weird thing. He's going, game over.
Are they even allowed to play fucking video games in Russia? Aren't they like a communist dictatorship?
It's so fucking.
Or is he Bulgarian again? Do they even know?
I don't even think he knows. He just like as soon as you go to AEW, to dye your hair blonde, you instantly turn gay. Like that's
why does that happen?
They all do that. The blonde hair, Cody, fucking this guy. Is he gonna get a tattoo on his face, Rusev, next week? Yeah? Maybe the tattoo of Tony Khan penis on his cheek or something. Fuck's sake.
Oh, fuck. This is like 2 months of frustration for you two as well. I fucking love it.
It's reading the Twitter. It's outrageous. The fans, what the stuff they say. You know what I mean? God.
AEW's got me back into wrestling after all this time. Like, how?
It's bad, man. These guys are killing what's left of wrestling. These fans, they're not revolutioning it; they're destroying. Fuck.
So
embarrassing.
The next one was actually the one that I think was even worse. It was MJF's big announcement.
I fucking hate MJF, and all these assholes are like, "You guys, you have to admit, MJF's like a legit heel. He's wearing a scarf, and he's like, oh, the fans are stupid. Like, how is that revolutionary heel work?"
Yeah, he was awful in this, so he actually stuttered a few times as well. So
of course he did, because he's just a fucking take fucking Ethan Carter III with his fucking complete non-existent mic skills and somehow make that even gayer and even worse. That's MJF.
This is legit how this whole fucking segment went. So MJF walked down, face like a cunt, he just sitting here. And then, and he's like, "Oh, you losers, haha!" Bare minimum heel shit. And then he goes, "I like to call Chris Jericho out because I want to talk to him." And then, literally, this was 20 minutes of him and Chris Jericho literally doing a bad Will Ferrell impersonation. It was just these two in the ring trying to be funny, and it just was not funny at all. So, I'll give an example. So, fucking Chris Jericho was sitting there and stuff. And he was like, so why am I out here? And MJF's like, well, Chris, you're looking really well tonight. All the ladies love you. And then he's like, yeah, I'm here. I'm really good. This is actually the legit how it went. And he's like, that six-pack's really nice. I actually said this during live. It's like, that six-pack's looking nice. The ladies must love you, Chris Jericho. And then Chris Jericho was like, look at those arms. And he was just coming on to Chris Jericho. And then what happened is that he was like, I have something to announce. And then everyone was like, yay, fake cheering. And he was like, I want to, and then he tried to do this. I can't really describe it, but what Deadpool does where he's trying to be random, but it just comes off really shite. He was like, I don't want I might join the inner. I can't do it, guys. Haha, I can't do it. As if it was a children's TV program. And then these people were lapping it up fucking constipated fucking, what you call it? Fucking, sea lions. It's here. Just clapping, fat fuck. And there's a fat fucking bitch in the front row as well. And she's just sitting there, they're all fat. All of them are all fucking fat fucking fucks. And they're just sitting there clapping away. And then he's like, the inner circle. And Chris Jericho was like, well, think about it. And this went on for 20 minutes. And then that's the segment.
That sounds great.
It's just it was the worst. I was just sitting there. I'm like, I kind of liked him at the start. I'm like, at least he's doing the bare minimum of what a heel does. Let's see what he does. And he's gotten, he thinks in his head that, he's not even Miz level. That's how bad he is. Some people are saying that he's better than Miz. I hate the fucking Miz as well, but he's not the same level. He's just not an EC3. He's just another EC3 with these weird fucking facial kind of moves and stuff. It was just it was so bad.
5'3", so that's it's hard to be a big old school top heel when you're 5'3" or whatever. But there's an old picture of him that he's wearing the symbol of the Miz, that upside down WWE symbol or whatever there. So he's a Miz wannabe, pretty much, the promo.
How fucking lame do you have to be a Miz ripoff?
Yeah, that's the promo is a ripoff of the Miz there. He's just a 5 foot short little Jewish guy. You know what I mean? He's not an old school heel, big tough guy in there, He's it's not a guy you can take as a credible tough guy wrestler, but he's a little bit funny, but he's a little bit of a rip-off of the Miz is pretty much it there.
That's the most pathetic thing I've ever heard. A guy who grew up idolizing the fucking Miz. How sad is that?
Like in the story of him and Cody, they want to nitpick stories. How did that make sense that Cody had to let himself get whipped in order to get a match with the guy? You know what I mean?
Cody Rhodes fucking writing himself to seem like this really cool hero.
He's a vice president or whatever, and in order to get a booking for a match, the other guy has to whip his ass with a belt for 15 minutes to please the sexual stories of the sexual ideas of the indie fans there, you know.
Why, if he's the vice president, why didn't he just say, give me the match or you're fired?
That's
He has to just fucking whip him.
So that's elegant storytelling there. Whip my ass with a belt in front of my brother or whatever.
I mean, it's long term. It'll all make sense in the end.
It's a long term. And it went nowhere anyway. Nothing came of it. So
no, this is just like when they turned The Rock heel at Survivor Series 98. You know, it's just like that.
Like it's just Cody making himself look like a star and beating everybody. That's all he does. He wrestles 30-minute draws against midgets to try to pander to the indie fans. Cody's such a good guy putting over my little sexy boys. You know what I mean?
Oh, here. Sorry to interrupt you. That's the one thing I completely forgot. Somebody brought this up. So towards the very end of the promo, Chris Jericho looks at MJF and says, "You know what I'm gonna do, MJF?" And he goes, "Yeah, I'm gonna take you one-on-one on a steak dinner."
That's funny.
And it was just like, fuck, like what is that shit? And it was just, man, I really wish you two seen it. It was like so, like I legit was watching this pre-recorded. It's so bad. And I don't really I try and be as positive as possible, but this was fucking sheer fucking garbage. And there's idiots in the comment section on YouTube saying it's fucking amazing. But sorry to interrupt you, by the way. I just had to add that in there.
Why the fuck is Chris Jericho so fat all of a sudden?
I don't know. He's not taking enough steroids. They're not getting enough of them in there.
Just eating fucking muffins or some shit. He's so fat.
Muffins.
It's fucking annoying.
Muffins.
And they gotta do something about fucking Jim Ross because he sounds like he just wants to be dead. He doesn't understand what any he doesn't
know what's going on.
He doesn't know what any of these faggoty moves are. He doesn't care about any of these wrestlers. He's just doing this to fucking spite Vince because I guess they might have had a falling out or whatever. But he does not want to be there. You could tell he's miserable.
He went, "Oh, that's a..." even when some guy does a flip, he's like, "That was interesting."
Wow, that was something.
I read today, somebody wrote that because a lot of people were saying the show was bad, but of course you had the tryhards praising it full rip. Somebody wrote, "Oh, the show was amazing. Tony Schiavone is the best." So the person doesn't write Chris Jericho was great tonight. The person writes Tony Schiavone because Tony Schiavone has more character, sadly, than all of these wrestlers, most of them.
He definitely has more fucking star power.
Yeah, he's a bigger star than most of these guys that are apparently over, like Orange Cassidy. That was a big debate today on Twitter about is Orange Cassidy over or not? And according to Bully Ray Dudley or whatever he's called there, apparently he's over according to him there.
He's just a Santino Marella fucking type character that should never be above the mid card. I like him as a comedy character, but that's all he is. He's not. He shouldn't.
According to AEW fans, he's over and he should be a world champ. This guy,
I like him. Oh,
take what fucking minuscule amount of credibility is left in the fucking wrestling business and just fucking flush it down the toilet bowl by giving this asshole the world championship when he's just a fucking straight up comedy act.
See, and that's what these guys are saying. The guys who claim Kenny Omega best in the world, they claim Orange Cassidy is over. You know, somebody was writing, what do you mean over used to mean selling big merchandise, selling out arenas, that was over. But that's, you know, them just a couple of fans that cheer for whatever the fuck is going to be presented, no matter how bad it is. They're going to cheer for it. Well, apparently that's considered like over for real in the world of AEW.
These fucking assholes had their way. The main event of fucking WrestleMania would be Orange Cassidy versus Damien Mizdow.
Yeah.
And they just be flopping around like assholes, and then they'll be creaming themselves.
It's because they're the reason why, and I've kind of come up with a theory. I think
they're mental.
They're mental. Like because like these nerds don't really have anything going for them, right? And they just sit in their mother's basement all night. They kind of see these wrestlers that are like lower card, and then they just like instantly go on the keyboard and like, I want to bump this wrestler up because they're a fucking nobody. And that's the thing. Like, it's like, I understand, like, if you want an underrated guy to go up there, I understand. But a guy like fucking Orange Cassidy does this. Like, he does this as a finisher.
His moves are all the same. Every match is identical.
Yeah, it's like, and these fucking nerds are like, all like and that's the problem with these AEW fans, is that they're so fucking nerdy and so fucking dirty, is that they don't understand what a real fucking wrestling match is. And because their lives are so fucking shitty, right? They seem to think, and because their lives are shitty, we'll get a shitty fucking person and put them in the main event. It's not how it works. Like, could you imagine being a wrestler, dedicating yourself, fucking lifting weights every single fucking day, protecting, like, honestly, like, going through your craft every single day, and you see this asshole with tight-ass fucking blue-ass jeans doing this, and he ends up being the main event? Like, could you imagine that? Like, that's shit's on everything wrestling.
Oh, but it's modern, Jerry. You're not hip to the times, like Dave Meltzer says.
Shit of those smelly bastards.
How the fuck is any of this shit hip? Like, in 20 years, they went from 10 million people a night watching wrestling to like 800,000.
Yeah.
Apparently the argument to all of that is just saying it's modern, get with the time or whatever.
These people need to get with it because they're the only people still watching. They need to get with the times. Stop watching it. No one else is.
They need to go see a psychiatrist. These wrestlers plus the fan, especially the fans.
Yeah, it's not even a joke anymore. Like, if you could see it in the fucking crowd shots, the people who still watch wrestling are all fucking insane. Yeah. And why is it always sexual with them? Everything is always sexual.
Yeah.
And that's why they're all horny for this Tessa Blanchard. They're the intergender wrestling and for their. I saw a guy today on Twitter there. His name was I don't remember what his name was, but it was written like Dave BLM for Black Lives Matter or whatever. And he was writing to Sonny Kiss, and he writes to him, I love you. And writes that to him, just that by itself. I love you. You know what I mean? These are the fans of today there, you know. A fucking psycho guy who I don't know if he's writing this because he's gay himself or because he's black and he wants to support him for the Black Lives Matter. But he writes to the gayest man of all time there. He writes, I love you. You know, what happened to wrestling fan? You're not supposed to be marking out for the ass of a black guy. That's what they all write. These fan of AEW, how Sonny Kiss has a great ass. You're not supposed to be about this. It's not gay porn there. It's not what it is, man. And we're not bad men there, where it doesn't mean you hate the gays, but you know, I don't want to watch a black man in the tongue myself personally. Doesn't mean I'm a bad guy. I'm not a homosexual, right? So I'm not interested in watching a man with a tongue. And not only that, when Sonny Kiss came out and did his fucking Britney Spears routine when he wrestled Cody Rhodes there, and he came out there almost in the tongue showing his ass to 99% men watching at home, yeah. And he was acting like you were supposed to fucking be worshipping this. The face he made, like what he's doing is so high and mighty there. You know, and the people, writing about this was a phenomenal entrance. Nah, it's a black guy doing a booty shake. It's a man in the tongue shaking his ass. It's not wrestling that there. You know, and it's not a thing that you have to worship this. Why would you have to bow down and act like you're respecting this? When Rikishi came out with his ass in the tongue, we laughed about it. Yeah. We were laughing. Nobody said, hey, I need to bow down and worship this man's ass. Yeah. Rikishi wasn't coming out in the tongue flashing his ass for men to watch in a serious fashion. He comes out and does this, and they demand respect for that. Fuck you. Yeah. That's not what we're watching. We're not here to watch gay porn. It's supposed to be wrestling there.
But they've created an all-inclusive environment.
So, and this is all because of the stories that McMahon is racist or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
McMahon made 100 black men millionaire, if not more than that. And apparently he's racist. So the AEW, they just claim to be different. Oh, McMahon is accused of racism. Well, we're better than that. We're all inclusive. Here's a bunch of half-naked gays for you.
And yet they'll keep the commentator. So the guy with the mask, the commentator said the N-word, said you're an N-word, like live on an indie show. And they still kept them on. Like that's how contradictory these fucking people are. Like, you know, the guy, the fucking Excalibur guy or whatever the fuck you call him. He was like doing like an indie show and he like went on and goes, "You're an N-word," like he said, like flat out. And they managed to just keep him there. But they'll not allow Hulk Hogan to be there. Apparently, fucking idiots.
Come on, fuck.
Not like the Hulkster would want to go to that shit anyway.
Yes.
Yeah. What did Hulk Hogan say? He was like, I've never heard of it, brother. Or something like that.
I didn't.
I've never heard of it, brother. What is that, brother?
Hogan was a real wrestler. It's not about going out in gym shorts and doing a backflip through a table. That's not what wrestling is. Hogan came out and made millions. That's what he did there.
Everybody on the planet knows who the fuck Hulk Hogan is.
Yeah, no. That's over, and their Macho Man was over. Ric Flair, The Undertaker is over. Not Orange Cassidy, Sacramento. Come on.
How the fuck is Orange Cassidy? Orange Cassidy might literally weigh the same as I do.
And they gave him the Superman punch. Is that original? Right now, Roman Reigns does the Superman punch. 150-pound guy doing the Superman punch. I don't see how this is superior. You know what I mean?
They need to stop the NXT shit as well. Like, I mean, they need to it's with NXT. They need to rebrand that whole thing and stop it being an indie thing and just do hardcore wrestling or violence or whatever, and just do that.
Whatever they do with that, I don't even care because they just fucking shot that out of their asshole onto Wednesday to deprive AEW of a little bit of viewership, which I just find kind of funny. So I don't even care. They can broadcast 2 hours of just a man's asshole shitting, and it would be fucking worth it.
So it's they do that kind of wrestling to try to fucking I guess kiss ass to the indie fans, but the indie fans hate them. So why even cater to them? With Adam Cole for fucking 2 years as champ. No wonder they have 500,000 rating with a fucking guy like this.
Why the fuck? Their fucking champion's arms are smaller than mine.
Adam Cole's arms are fucking tiny, big time. Yeah,
huge, so it's fucking
no muscle.
What the fuck did you just send me, Meth?
Uh-oh, what happened, Jerry?
Oh, I can't even. Right, this is gonna trigger yous.
Uh-oh.
Right, Meth. What the hell, man? This is a real show. Right. Can I summarize it if that's okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
I do apologize. So it's a guy in fishnets, right? And he's like grabbing a guy, and then there's a literal dildo, and people are like, "This is awesome."
Oh, the thing of the little midget there.
What the hell is this?
Is this AEW?
It's Marco. I saw the picture. I didn't click the video, but it's Marco Stunt. That little midget with Jungle Boy is like 4'5", and he had some kind of dildo thing on the indies there. Apparently, it's okay to do that because it's comedy.
Oh wait, but they fucking shit on Russo for the fucking Viagra on a pole.
They shit on McMahon every day for his bad skits, but that's okay with penis dildo.
They're literally just a bunch of gay people. That's all. That's the only reason.
A lot of the indie fans are like that. That's just the way it is. Fuck. Maybe not the majority, but a fucking big portion of it.
And apparently there's a 15-year-old girl wrestling on the same card, apparently, according to Meth.
Oh, good.
Get
a taco in there. Anyway, sorry, Double J.
So what happened with the video of the dildo there?
So apparently he's this guy, he's like 6 foot something, and he's like wearing fishnets. And everyone's like, oh, like doing this. And then he puts like a dildo in the front of the ring. And then it's just a little guy in front of him with like long hair. And he's
That's
like
Marco Stunt from AEW.
And he's like, and I had to close it off because it was just that disgusted. Like,
so what did he do? Did he shove it in his mouth or what?
He probably did shove that was arse or face.
So he made it look like his head was near the dildo, right?
Yeah. It's so bad. Like, what's happening in wrestling, like, man?
Well, apparently this is modern wrestling and it's indies, and you wouldn't understand it, Jerry, because you're stuck in the past. You've been conditioned to think that midgets sucking on a dildo isn't great wrestling there.
Okay, no.
You know what I mean?
Is there any way anyone can download this thing here so we can put it? I don't know if you want to put it on your channel right here or whatever, like, because this kind of needs to go to a larger audience. I think
you have you have fucking the Raw Underground. That's no good. That's bad. That apparently for whatever reason, this is very bad. Raw Underground, but Marco Stunt sucking the dildo there. That you gotta defend it. There's different tastes in wrestling there. We all have different tastes or whatever. We're not allowed to like WWE, but they have a different taste that Marco Stunt sucking the dildo, that should be respected. This deserves respect. That
it's not
even 2 minutes.
It's not even like, well, you know, you can like what you like and I'll like what I like and we go our separate ways. It's like, no, you have to not only like it, but respect the art form.
Oh, fuck, I hate that. Respect the art form.
Sport of professional wrestling.
Oh, fuck, it's so bad. Like, I don't know what's happened to people, like.
They are a bunch of fucking nerds.
It's crazy, like. Sorry. No, I was gonna say there. I bet Jerry is bigger down. There's a what? Jesus Christ!
You got an admirer, Jerry.
I'm not reading the rest of that. I sort of got like legit some of the I seen this in comment section. There was this guy who like accused me of lying about, you know, like these AEW reporters getting like gifts, and he was like you're wrong, and I was like I actually posted the source and stuff like that, but yeah, like I actually can't believe this with Otaku. Like, so did he actually do that with the whole fucking?
Oh, the fan fiction.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we read it on our, but it's okay though. He's a good guy.
Is it?
I mean, no, but I'm going to say it is just because, you know.
Because he's better than the rest?
Yeah, I mean, he's better than, like, everyone else. So I'll let him slide on his sexual fucking fixation with cartoon children.
What about Eric Menendez?
Oh, he's just fucking retarded. There's nothing more to be said. He literally is just retarded.
He literally, like, he was like, yo, Jerry, I want to get Don Juan Banks. And I want to get Malik, and I want to get all these guys in one channel.
Yeah, he wants to start a faction for fucking black YWC people.
And then I was like, Dom would not. And I said to Don, and Dom was like, no. Dom was like, I don't want to be a part of any of that. And I was like, I know, mate. But apparently, like, Eric Mendez was like, mass messaged me. And then there was like, a few other fucking weirdos have been messaging me recently that I just don't know of, and apparently they're all on like a Otaku stream, and they're always on like people's streams or whatever. I've never heard of them though, but I always kind of just use you as a reference because you kind of know some of the people that.
I only know like the fucking I don't know any of like the big YWC people. I know like the fucking really scummy retarded ones.
Oh really?
Right. Oh yeah, I'm the go-to guy for fucking YWC retards.
I like there was a thing with Jason where I don't know what it was, but like a lot of people hated Jason for like a month apparently because he was like I don't know what was going on there, but like Jason was like calling me, he's like, people hate me, Jerry. I was like, why? And he's like, because they're talking shit about me. They're disliking my video, Jerry. And I was like, right, we'll just stop reacting to it. You know, I don't know what to say to you, mate, but
poor bastard.
I know. I feel bad for him, but
he'll find what he's looking for one of these days.
I know. I like there's a like I don't know. I try to like stop watching the YWC. I watched a hangout. And it was just people screaming.
Was that fucking Leon?
Was that Leon?
Shut up!
It's like people screaming at the top of their voice, and they were bashing like Otaku.
Like fucking, I'm sorry to interrupt, but like Leon, like that. That's another reason why I just can't hate Otaku, because like fucking Leon hates him so much. It's like, well, fuck, I don't want to side with this fucking idiot, so I'm just gonna side with fucking Otaku.
I seen like this one. It was like them accusing Otaku of being like somebody sat me it or whatever, and I was like them bashing Otaku, and they were like Otaku's this and Otaku's that, and then I went to click on it. It was live, and it was just people screaming, and it wasn't like one or two people screaming. It was like 8 people screaming at once, and it was just like I was like, what is this? And people were like, this is amazing. This is what we live for. And I'm like, this is making me drive to suicide. Like, this is like the worst thing I've ever seen. It's like some people, I don't know. Oh, fuck. It's so bad, but.
Like people, they write to Cody Rhodes and thank him. I saw somebody who wrote today there. This was a girl. There's girls that could be men with female account to get more hits, whatever. There's a lot of female accounts that like AEW. They want attention. Let's say, oh, look at me. I like subpar retarded wrestling. Look how special I am. Well, some girl like this, she writes to Cody Rhodes, thank you for saving my life. And say what the fuck is wrong with these people? How did Cody Rhodes save your life there? You were so fucking, your life was so pathetic. You were ready to slice your wrists, but then Cody Rhodes did such a nice moonsault off of the cage. Is it his promo crying about his daddy and his brother or something that he does every week? And you just, you're missing 2 arm and a leg there, but you wanted to keep living so you could watch the greatness that is Cody Rhodes or whatever. Is that why you stayed there?
He's not actually. He ain't even fucking Cody Rhodes anymore. He's just Cody.
Cody, I was about to kill myself, but you brought back the black hair, and now I'm staying alive. Oh, shit, you just dyed it blonde again. Well, that's it, Cody. The times were good, Codes. Love you, bro.
Ugh.
But, these people are taking this way too far. Like, these fans, these AEW fans, when you see them writing their booking and the kind of stuff you used to talk about, Righty, on the forums there. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Those people have taken over the business.
When you see these guys going deep in it on the forums or on Twitter, you know what I mean? Oh, guys, I would love to see Penta versus Eddie Kingston for the world title. It's so retarded.
Yeah, I hate that Eddie Kingston fucking twat. He just looks like he's a fat fucking Italian guy or whatever the fuck. Like, that's all his fucking gimmick is. He's just fat.
This guy was in TNA. He was in Ring of Honor, I think. He's just a nobody on the indies there. And apparently he's the hottest thing in wrestling, according to Indie Fan. It's mental. This guy was in TNA. Nobody gave this guy a second thought in TNA. Nobody cared at all about this guy. Nobody ever mentions this guy at all. He's been 15 years on the indies. Nobody said a damn thing about this guy. He has a match with Cody Rhodes. Suddenly, he's the hottest thing in wrestling, according to them. It's crazy. The guy, he's not a good wrestler. He's just trying to do the MVP kind of promos. He's not an amazing promo guy. It's just craziness there. And these guys, they want him to beat Dean Ambrose. They were all big fans there. Oh, Mox. I love you, Mox. You're so cool, Mox. I'm going to invite Mox to my birthday party. Mama said Mox gonna come to my birthday party, guys. Okay, they have pajama of Moxley when they go to bed at night, these 30-year-old guys or whatever. But now they apparently overnight, Moxley's had the belt too long. It's time for Eddie Kingston to be the world champion. Fuck, man. These people are insane. They don't understand the business of how anything works. If you put the belt on Eddie Kingston, the ratings go down. The guy's he's not a bad person, maybe there, but when you take him and look at wrestlers in WWE, you take him just by the look. He looks like a fucking bum and a half there. Take Eddie Kingston, just make him stand next to Orton. You know what I mean? Orton's not young anymore. He looks like $1 billion compared to this guy. You know what I mean? It's the guy, compare him to any WWE wrestler, he's going to look like a fucking bum, ham and egg jobber, and that's what he is compared to real wrestlers there. But apparently he's the hottest thing in wrestling. He's the GOAT, is what they're saying on Twitter. And it's not just one guy there that I find 2 or 3 comments and I'm talking about this. Go on Twitter right now, do Eddie Kingston in the search latest, and you'll read fucking thousands and thousands of tweets about how Eddie Kingston is the GOAT. Eddie should be the world champ. Eddie's better than Roman Reigns and stuff like this. You know what I mean? It's crazy. And these guys, they want him to beat the Dean Ambrose for the world title. So you can't listen to these fans. At some point, AEW isn't going to be able to satisfy their freaky wet dream desires of midget wrestlers, and some of these fans are going to turn, you know? Oh, I'm getting fed up. You don't want to push my Eddie Kingston. You know what I mean? And then they're going to start walking out, some of them, because that's how they treat it. They act like they're entitled and that their shitty mongoloid ideas should all be pushed to the moon. You know? They want Orange Cassidy as champ. So if he doesn't win, a few of them are going to leave. That's how it's going to go down at some point. Right now, they let everything slide because they hate McMahon, the fans there, and it's hip, and in their minds, it's hip there. But so that's why these fans, you can't take their words seriously there. Stuff about Kenny Omega, best in the world. Orange Cassidy's a big draw in wrestling. He's over. Eddie Kingston is the GOAT. Thank you, Cody Rhodes, for saving wrestling. You can't take this shit serious because it's retarded. These fans are mental. They're big retards. That's what they are. And people are reading these comments about how McMahon didn't push Ty Dillinger as the star that he is. You know, if you listen to these fans, Ty Dillinger was mistreated by McMahon, deserved better. But Sean Spears, he's going to be a main eventer in AEW. And of course, he's just a jobber. Right, but 1 year ago, all of these fans, they were talking about main eventers in AEW. They would say Chris Jericho, Cody Rhodes, Kenny Omega, and some were even throwing in Sean Spears or Ty Dillinger as a main eventer, right, before they treated him like the jobber that he truly is there. These guys, they thought Sean Spears was going to get a mega push there in AEW. And he was a main eventer in the minds of AEW fans. And they were claiming this on the internet, that Ty Dillinger, the bum of NXT, 10, the guy who sat in catering because he was such a schmuck jobber. These guys were claiming he was a star, and McMahon held him back, and he's still a bum jobber in AEW. You can't take what these guys say serious, because they're not serious. They're just retards. Fuck.
That's it. Like,
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm reading how it was amazing, and you're usually a positive guy. You said it was horrible, the show. I read other guys saying it was horrible show. Lots of botch. But what I read, when Goldust writes a post, what did you guys think of Dynamite? Well, they all wrote to Dustin that they loved it. Right? Somebody wrote that Dustin should be the world champ before he retires. Because that's what you need in wrestling. They're a 50-year-old gay guy as the world champ.
The actual Cody Rhodes match was horrible. So, like, I actually watched the Cody Rhodes Orange Cassidy stuff, and it was just a plethora of botches. So, like, Orange Cassidy was actually out wrestling Cody Rhodes. Like, that's how bad it was. So it actually got to the point where fucking Orange Cassidy was actually leading the match when it actually should have been Cody Rhodes. Because, you know, like Orange Cassidy, like, does his, like, gimmick and reacts to the person doing something. Well, like, the entire time, it was just, like, Cody Rhodes just botching everything. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, it got to a point where he couldn't even do a decent roll-up. So, like, Orange Cassidy put him in a roll-up, like, in a fancy kind of roll-up, and Cody Rhodes just couldn't do it. And then what happened was, towards the very end, it went, and I was like, what the fuck is this shit? And they went, this is a timeout. Your current champion is Cody Rhodes. And I was like, wait, what? And I forgot that these idiots have, like, a time limit in each match. But, like, the other match went on for, like, 25 minutes and didn't go as long. And it was just, like, so dumbass. Like, and Cody Rhodes, like, with all due respect to him, he just looked really, really wooden. He actually looked worse, like, in AEW than he did in WWE, which I don't know how. Like, this whole kind of, he's improved. Like, and I've said this before, that with Cody Rhodes, he was actually at his best when you see when he had that Intercontinental Championship and that White Championship or whatever the fuck. That was his pinnacle. See, after that, it just went downhill from there. And then he, like, thought that he was entitled or some shit, that he deserved better. And then he went to, like, New Japan and Ring of Honor, and they didn't like him. Like, this is the thing. Like, these actual indie people did not like Cody Rhodes. Like, they just did not like him. And, but yet he still somehow is, like, a main event in fucking AEW.
He became friends with the favorites of Dave Meltzer, right?
Yep.
Jericho, he went against them instead. He worked a program with Kenny Omega in Japan. He did it a different way, right? But Cody aligned himself with the Bucks and Kenny Omega, and as a business move, right? And then suddenly he was cool or whatever. But also Cody, he was upset with WWE, so that helped him win the hearts of the indie marks, you know?
Yeah, it's like this whole thing, it's like, they took my last name. I'm like, yeah, your kind of dad signed a fucking contract for that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, but, like, your dad did that. He signed his last name away to WWE. Legally, that's WWE's. I don't know what to tell you. You know, and the thing is that Vince gave Ryback his gimmick, right? So Vince gave Ryback his shit. He gave The Rock, like, so Dwayne The Rock Johnson, he gave his shit, but he didn't give Cody Rhodes. And there's a major reason why. Cody Rhodes just acted like a twat. Vince will give you your shit. Same as, like, Bret Hart, he gave Bret his shit. He gave, like, Vince, people have this kind of thing that, like, Vince wants to fucking murder babies in the fucking in the middle of midnight. It's just not the fucking case. Like, Vince will give you your shit back. Like, if he can give Ryback his shit back, he'll give you your shit back. But with Cody Rhodes is that he ended it on bad terms. So Cody Rhodes,
how they made their money, by bashing McMahon. Dave Meltzer, these other fucking podcasts, the websites, the news, they know that there's a bunch of people just salivating to hate McMahon, so they give them what they want, right? Even if they have to invent things and exaggerate.
fucking shit.
They give the marks what they want.
What's the rest of this show? There was, like, a female match, which was horrible. So there's a girl called Big Swole or something like that.
The wrestling there, the quality of the wrestling, like WWE, they don't have as much moves. They don't have the matches aren't as long. It's less moves. You know, you can the moves might be watered down compared to the past, but it's quality over quantity. You look at any WWE wrestler, maybe not the women there, but like the men, you have Cesaro and Sheamus, anybody in there, they're going to have perfect timing. You know what I mean? The timing of the moves, everything is just done right at the right time. It's done perfect for the way it has to be done for a wrestling match. It's not, about 6 fucking dives through a flaming garbage can or whatever, but it's good timing. TNA, I remember watching TNA matches and thinking this wrestling is shit. They have more dangerous moves, but they're just rushing from one spot to the next and the match ends or whatever. This here in AEW, it's even lower quality than TNA was, the wrestling. Okay, they have more moves. They have more dangerous moves. But sometimes the timing is way off in these moves. Lots of botches. The wrestlers are slow. They move slowly, too slow for it to look right and stuff. And a lot of times you see they don't know what they're doing, and they do flips to overcompensate that they can't actually wrestle. A lot of them, it's like that. You know what I mean? Like it's a bunch of skinny men with no charisma or talent. They all do the same match. Flip, 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 and no selling, no actual wrestling, no fucking, it's just a jump after another. They constantly just run and jump and flip. That's not what a match is there. You're supposed to have emotion and face stuff, close up of the face. You're supposed to have acting, and it. Like you take Triple H and somebody, even Triple H at his age there. Triple H comes out, he does a maneuver, he does something, it's going to fucking happen, it's going to work. Triple H comes out, he puts Kevin Owens over when he won the Universal Belt or whatever. It's Triple H, the 50-year-old goes out there and gets the job done with the fucking shock things, and he fucking surprises a guy with the pedigree, the timing, the crowd reacts to what he does. That's a wrestler right there, Triple H. You know what I mean? That's a wrestler who knows how to get the job done there. A couple of homos doing a bunch of flip, that's not the same thing there. I don't give a shit what style of wrestling, if it's modern or whatever the fuck there. Look at what Triple H does, and that's what wrestling is. Jungle Boy jumping around there. Well, Jungle Boy might have something if he was to be hired by McMahon. McMahon could do something with that kid because of his hair. He has a look that McMahon could make money with, and he's the son of an actor or whatever. McMahon would know how to do something with this kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But AEW, they don't know what to do with this kid. They put him with Luchasaurus, a guy that's like 7 feet tall almost. They make him act like a luchador. You know what I mean? He's a luchador doing goofy kicks in the opening act. You know what I mean? Why not be a regular wrestler and maybe he can wrestle Cody Rhodes, Luchasaurus or something. And Jungle Boy never wins fuck all, so you have a guy that people want to like Jungle Boy, but they don't do anything with him because they're fucking retards. and they don't know how to run the wrestling show.
It's mate, they honestly have no fucking idea. I was gonna say Double J, I'm gonna have to go here because it's like 1 a.m. But does anyone else have anything to say before we go?
Yes, fuck the AEW fans, some of the biggest retards that I've ever encountered in the internet wrestling community. You people are an embarrassment to fucking wrestling. You're killing wrestling. When I read the stuff you people put on Twitter, it makes me freaking sick to my stomach reading it. I can't believe the stuff I'm seeing from these people, and it's an embarrassment to the sport of wrestling there.
That's
about it. That's about it there.
Ready? You got anything else to say? Nope, they don't look like sir. Because I'm gonna head here, but we're gonna try and figure out a way to download this because this was actually a really good episode. I was thinking like we could download this and like upload it somewhere or whatever.
On your channel.
Well, I was thinking of Meth, if you can work your magic. I know you're watching this right now, so if anyone here can work their magic to try and download this episode, please let us know.
Send it to Jerry.
Send it to me, and then I can upload on my channel, or Roddy could upload it on his channel, or whatever the fuck. Like, you know what I mean?
And if Matt uploads it and he wants it on his YouTube, he
that
can.
Too, yeah, that too.
Put it on yours too, Jerry.
Yeah, like we're an open book, so we are here. So you know, so if anyone can figure a way to download this on an MP4 file, let me know. We'll see what we can do. All right, and even for future reference, we could like upload this on because this is actually a pretty good podcast. So I don't know, we might like talk to Righty when he comes back on, maybe to do like a regular podcast is pretty good. Like me, you, and WJ just talking wrestling. I think it'll be actually pretty good, like to actually do a podcast of that, but I don't know. But none of that kind of cringy podcast, like, hey guys, how's it going? Like, you know, none of that kind of cringy shit. But I want to thank everyone here for watching. This is General Jerry on the fucking General Jerry channel, on the fucking Wrestling Juggernauts channel, signing out. WJ, you want to give a shout out there?
This message was given to you by the Peaky Blinders, Jerry.
Peaky Blinders.
Good show, Jerry.
Reddy, you there? Hello, Reddy. Are you there? Hello? Hello? And no, he's not there. Right. Anyway, so we're going to end the show. I'd like to thank everyone for watching. We're going to try and figure out a way to kind of record this or whatever it is, and do that. Heck, I'll try and record it with StreamYard and resend it. Yeah, that's what Super wrote to me there. He's going to try and do it. So if you guys can like record it and send it to me or whatever, I can like download it and we can upload it because this episode definitely needs uploaded. But anyway, this is General Jerry on the General Jerry channel. Or fucking Wrestling Juggernauts, whatever the fuck. Signing out. WJ, you want to sign us out?
Until next time. Super!